Hey guys and girls, this is Gordon Overkill, playing MOONRING, and I'm afraid I just played almost half an hour without starting the recording. That's a little sad. As you can see, we're still standing here at the Street of the Gods, and I talked to 4 out of 5 of these priests. I talked a whole lot to them, and it was all a waste. Let's see if we can repeat that. So, how may the old priest of balance help you? I will just go through everything that we already talked about. You can see it here on the top. So, let's talk about balance first. Indeed, my job is to remain neutral and support the will of the Archon. Yes, the other priests bicker and squabble. It achieves nothing. Neutrality allows us to see the world with broader vision. Nothing. Indeed, to be dreamless is to know doubt, but also wisdom. Certainly breeds dogmatism. Dreamless? A dream may still come, and if not, a life of balance is noble. I hope the tear I gave will be of some use. Yeah, he already gave us this tear. We are free to worship whoever we choose, but only we dreamless may become Archon, the embodiment of balance. The path to become Archon is quite straightforward. One merely needs to collect all 5 of the gods' relics and bring them here. Yes. Which god do you dream? Or are you dreamless? The relics, the steadfast hand, the all-seeing eye, the trickster's mask, the pale heart, and finally the crimson candle. 5 relics, 1 for each of the gods. A simple task, yes? Yes. The whereabouts of each relic is a secret held by those who follow its god. And even that knowledge is merely the first step. Perhaps you should ask the other priests about their relic. Indeed, you should speak to the other priests. They will be happy to find a willing ear. Okay, there was a little more I talked about with him about this gift. It is a devotional tear. They are precious. They are wept by those who gave their life for the god. Devote a tear to a god, and you will be blessed. Divine gifts are not only for dreamers. We may all benefit from their power. The gods will be patient while you make up your mind, dreamless or not. So we have to give this tear to one of the other gods in order to benefit from its blessing. Let's talk about the Archon. Archon Elwet is still wise despite their many years of service. Without their wisdom, Caldera would fall to chaos. The Archon has given us 30 years of service, but now it's time for a successor to appear. Archons uphold the city's neutrality and thus peace and prosperity across all Caldera. It is the noblest of callings. Caldera, our beloved land, lit by the moons of the 5. Do you not know their history? Before the 5 appeared in the sky, there was the eternal dark. The endless dark. Can you imagine a land where no crops grow? A land with no light? This is why the 5 give thanks. Why we give thanks to the 5. Dream or no dream, it is their power that grants us light. Did I forget anything? Dark, noble, Archon 5, balance, relics. Successor, yeah. Those who wish to become the Archon's successor must collect the 5 relics and bring them here. I think that's pretty much everything he told us. Then first, I went here to the stall in the southwest, talking to Putt. Blessings to the Lords of Dust. Yes, they are always looking for keen minds. The world is full of wonders. The Lord seeks to make the brightest of us burn even brighter. They care not if you dream of them. Devotion is more important. How else can we solve the mysteries of our world? It is less worship than application. A mystery is not a mystery forever, after all. So that's most of the things he told us. So it's pretty much the god of wisdom. And let's talk with him about the relic. The Pale Heart. If you seek that, I would have you take the ferry from the docks. It sails southwest. Yes, the ferry travels toward Barrow-Lynn, my home. Perhaps there you will learn more about the relic, and perhaps not. You do not know the way? Let me show you where it is. And then he marked it on our map, and we know it's down here. Did we forget anything? Wonder. There is much to be discovered out there. Join our brethren and help improve our knowledge. So that's the big thing for this god. Wander around and improve the knowledge. Next I went here to this god with the moon and the blood drops. Kara is the priest, and the god is the lady. Their moon lends Caldera such a beautiful tint, does it not? Like the blood which nourishes us. Do you dream of them? Blood is all. We need nothing more. It sustains us and is the base of all Caldera's tinctures. No? Well, maybe in time. Perhaps tonight. If her way is in your blood. Tinctures, poisons, remedies, and so much more. Our skills are highly sought after. Not only our alchemy, our perception and manipulation of the veils between life and death. Do you approve? Blood is all. It is both medicine and food to us. Does this disgust you? I say, approve. You do? Then we shall see what your dreams bring. But do not devote yourself to her idly. Our lady requires sacrifice. All nourishment must come from alchemy. We may not eat food. To do so is considered a sin. So this is the god of alchemy, and whoever worships this god is not allowed to eat or drink anything but blood. Let's talk about the relic. Oh, the crimson candle? If you seek that, then you should visit the Red Grove. This is the city of balance, where we do not speak of such things. The Red Grove is home to the sanguine witches. It is far to the northwest in the hills. Let me mark it on your map. And we see, up here it is. So next I went down to this stall with the jester on the door. And there we can talk to Serian. He hums pitifully. Okay, he does not want to talk about anything now. What was the thing I started with first? I would think I talked with him about being entertaining. Can you juggle, dance, sing, look fabulous? Or perhaps you have wit? What do you mean by fabulous? Do you want to insult me? My face is painted for the gods, and I can sing all 12 verses of the Almara. But then I doubt you'd even heard of that. Actually, it's quite a tedious poem. I should probably kill the author at some point, for aesthetic reasons, of course. All life is one little word, eh? But then, nothing really means anything more than the attention we give it. The wit of we harlequins is legendary, or at least amusing. Our tongues are barbed and are our blades. Indeed, we do not suffer the crassness of brutal combat. Our way is that of finesse. Nothing is worth doing without flair. As we say, do what you will, but do it with taste and a little verve. And a shot of brandy. Why, thank you. Oh, how disappointing. I was hoping it was an offer. Where was I? Oh yes, proselytizing. Blah blah drinking, blah blah swift blades, blah blah death, blah blah life is dark jest. I think that covers it. So let's now talk about the relic. Oh, now this is entertaining. You would seek the trickster's mask. I have it upon my very person. Just a moment. Oh, No, I was mistaken. You have a certain dogmatic charm. It will get you killed, but it entertains me enough to indulge you. Go far to the southeast of Calderon. Ask about the masks there. To Herodas, where we harlequins call home. Little price of sugar and a large glass of poison. Best of luck, you will need it. You will understand once you get there. If you can find it. Oh, very well. It is here, on your map. And then he shows us, down here in the southeast, Herodas. So, just 12 minutes. I was a lot faster this time because I did not have to write down all the signal words. And this is where the last time, I realized I did not record. So next, let's go in here and talk to this god with a sign of the closed eye next to the door. Welcome to the temple of the way of all blind angels. Do you dream of them, or are you dreamless? I write down dream and dreamless. No matter, they will still accept your worship. They will even impart their gifts. What was it I dreamt? Indeed. May I feel your face? My eyes are not as good as they once were. Oh, you might. Feel free to do so. Your skin is smooth. You are young. I sense a restless spirit. Restless, you mean? I sense your heart rattling around in your chest. The angel's gifts allow me to see this. Tell me more about these gifts. We have been granted great endurance, as well as a certain sensitivity. What do you mean by sensitivity? Though I am blind, I can see you. Or rather, I see your life force. Life life force. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about it. It shimmers like a host of moon moths. Quite beautiful. You will see it too, if you follow our way. Devote yourself to the angels, and with time their boons will be yours. I think, did we talk about feel? Yeah, we did. But what about dream? We already had that. So the only thing left to talk about is probably the relic. You mean the all-seeing eye? Ho ho! You would become Archon? Well now, in that case, you should journey to Hearthhaven, my home and home for all of us who worship the angels. It is many days to the north, high in the mountains. Here, let me show you on our map. You know now the whereabouts of Hearthhaven. And we see it's up here in the very north. So we're almost done with our conversation with the priest. Just one left. There's no door to his stall, but there are wolves to the left and to the right. This guy is called, or this woman is called Mirelli. Welcome, child. Come out into the clean air and parley. What do you mean? Is it so particularly clean? This city would have us all choke on smoke and stole air. We belong outside, like our kin creatures. Kin creatures? The wolves, of course. They are honest, loyal, and honor naught but that which is strong. If you're not strong, you are a burden. It is no fit way to live. The great forest wolf would have us remember this. Tell me more about the great forest wolf. The wolf is a ruler of all forests in Caldera, and a harsh mistress, however. They ask nothing of us that strength cannot overcome. I remember in the beginning you told me something about parley. You wish to speak to the great forest wolf, do you not? Oh, probably do. But apart from that, I think we talked about everything that Mirel had to say. Everything apart from the relic. The steadfast hand? You would become Archon then? Oh, I approve. But sadly, I cannot aid you in this. Tradition requires that those seeking the hand must first travel northeast to Wintershall. There, I have marked it on your map. You know now the whereabouts of Wintershall. Northeast is the only thing we did not talk about. Well, Wintershall, our home deep within Wolfwood. Indeed, and its namesakes will test your strength. It is considered an honor. So guys and girls, that's it. The 5 gods. The god of knowledge, the god of blood and alchemy, the jester god, who's also the backstabbing kind that I kind of sympathize with. Then the god of the blind angels, And finally, the wolf god, who is probably the fighter god. I tend towards this god down here, the jester god and the harlequins. But we will see that later. Anyways, that's all we get to know from the priests of the gods. And while we were talking, I remember there is another place in this town that we did not visit yet. Before we do so, do we still have anything to eat? Let me check. Ripe fruits? Yeah, let's eat them so we get satiated again. We have not been to the harbor here in the very west of the town. Let's see if we find anything nice here. There's the ferry. Travel to Berlin? No. Let's not do that now. See if we can find anything cool here. On the ships, maybe? Seems like nothing interesting is here on this ship. It's just an ordinary guardsman, isn't it? Yes, it is. Don't know how to get on this ship. And up here, what do we have? The shipyard. The shipwright asks, "What may I do for you?" So can we buy something here? A ship title. The title deed to a ship. The scrawl on the parchment is almost illegible, written at an angle in the crab-like hand. This, you know, is part of what makes deeds so hard to forge. But maybe not impossible for a skilled criminal. The base price is 100,000. Oh my god, that's a lot. So we cannot buy a ship right now. Can we sell anything? Not for a particularly good price. So it seems like this is everything we can do here in the harbor. Let's leave it again. And now the only thing we haven't visited yet is the palace in the very north. Let's go up here. It is the Archon's heart. I'd like to take a look at the inside. Just guards here. Locked door to the left. Locked door to the right. And we come into a big palace hall with an open door. Is there anything of interest here? Maybe a secret door or so? Not here, no. Maybe on this side. Secret door? Secret door? No secret doors here either. What do we have up here? The guard quarters. It seems like no guard is currently around, and therefore we find a bookshelf. You find a book speaking of an area beneath the city once used for storage where a heretic was imprisoned a decade or more ago. There are no other records of this individual. Okay, is that maybe one of the secret places we already found? Don't know. Okay, and we cannot get any further because the door is locked. So guys, I think that's everything we can do in this town at the moment. So it might be time to leave. But that's what we will do in the next episode of this series. We found out a lot about the lore, the background story. We even got an idea of what we want to do. We can give this a tier that we got from the one priest to the high priest of any of the other gods, so probably we get benefits from that. Also, it is our task, I guess, to become the next Archon, and therefore we have to find the relics of the 5 other gods. That sounds to me like a great and noble quest. I hope that you are enjoying the preparations for this quest as much as I do, and I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Until then, Bye, everybody.